Good morning students. Now today we will study about temperature scales. Okay, rest all the things, that is reason for using laboratory alcohol, reason for using mercury in a thermometer, what are the benefits, what are the demerits, all things about temperature and everything I have already explained in my rest of the previous videos. Now today we will study about three types of temperature scale. So the first type of temperature scale is known as Celsius scale. Okay, Celsius scale. So in Celsius scale, what happens? This was designed by Swiss scientist. Okay, Swiss scientist Celsius, and he has named this scale after his name, that is Celsius scale. Okay, in this the lower standard point is 0 degree Celsius and upper standard point is 100 degree Celsius. Okay, so the lower standard point of Celsius scale is 0 degree Celsius and upper standard point is 100 degree Celsius, and the scale is divided into 100 equal part. Okay, and the scale is divided into 100 equal part measuring 1 degree Celsius each. Okay, that means 1 degree Celsius each we will see in Celsius scale. Okay, suppose this is the thermometer. Okay, in this we will see 0 degree Celsius as a standard lower standard point and 100 degree Celsius as the upper standard point, and rest of the graduations is marked here. Okay, rest of the graduations is marked in between 0 to 100, which are divided into 100 equal part. Okay, so this is the Celsius scale. Okay, then we have to study about second type of scale, which is Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale. Kelvin is the SI unit of temperature. We all know that the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Okay, and in Kelvin scale, it is the name Kelvin is given to honor the scientist Lord Kelvin. To honor him, the name is given to the scale is Kelvin scale. Why? Because only he is given the theory of this scale in front of us. Okay, so in Kelvin scale, lower standard point is what? 273 Kelvin. This is the lower standard point for Kelvin scale, and upper standard point is what? Upper standard point is 373 Kelvin. Okay, and upper standard point is 373 Kelvin. Okay, so suppose if this is the thermometer, then here we will have 273 Kelvin and here we will have 373 Kelvin, which is the upper standard point. Rest of the graduation is marked in between the lower and upper standard points. And Kelvin scale is mostly used for scientific purpose. Kelvin scale is mostly used by scientists and it is used commonly for scientific purpose. Okay, so and SI unit of temperature is measured in Kelvin scale only. So SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Okay, and third type of scale which we have to study is what? Is Fahrenheit scale. Is Fahrenheit scale. Okay, is Fahrenheit scale. See here. Fahrenheit scale. In Fahrenheit scale, what happens? The lower standard point is what? Is 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, this is the lower standard point, and upper standard point is what? Upper standard point is 212 Fahrenheit. 212 degree Fahrenheit. This is the lower and upper standard point. Okay, so if this is the thermometer, then this is 32 degree Fahrenheit. Rest of the graduations we have here, and upper standard point is 212 degree Fahrenheit. So this is also one type of scale which is used to measure the temperature. Okay, now we have studied that in temperature, to measure temperature scales, we have studied three different types of scale. Celsius scale, in which lower standard point is 0 degree Celsius and upper standard point is 100 degree Celsius. Second, we have studied about Kelvin scale, which is also a SI unit of temperature. In this, what we have studied, that the lower standard point is 273 Kelvin and upper standard point is 373 Kelvin, and the graduations is divided into 100 equal parts also. Okay, then Fahrenheit scale we have studied. In this, the lower standard point is considered to be a 32 degree Fahrenheit and upper standard point is 212 degree Fahrenheit. Now we will study about interconversion of temperature. Okay, interconversion of temperature. Okay, see here. So interconversion means conversion of a temperature. If a temperature is given in degree Celsius, we have to convert it into Fahrenheit. Okay, if temperature is given in degree Celsius, we have to convert in Fahrenheit, or if temperature is given in Fahrenheit, we have to convert in Celsius. Okay, so from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, in both ways, Celsius to Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit to Celsius, the temperature can be changed by using a formula which is given as C upon 5 equals to F minus 32 upon 9. C upon 5 equals to F minus 32 upon 9. This is the formula by the help of which we can find the temperature. We can convert the temperature from one form to other. So this is the formula for interconversion of temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit and from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, if we have temperature given in Celsius, so we will keep here C upon 5 equals to F minus 32 upon 9. F is the unknown value here, so we will find the temperature in Fahrenheit, and if temperature is given in Fahrenheit, then we will keep that temperature over here, and then C will be the unknown quantity, so we will find the C from this formula. Okay, and if temperature if temperature is given in degrees Celsius, and to find temperature in Kelvin, that you all have already studied, that what we will do, temperature in Kelvin, how do we will find 273 plus temperature in degree Celsius. Okay, temperature in degree Celsius plus 273 will give the temperature which is interconversion of Kelvin scale from Kelvin to Celsius. Okay, from Kelvin to Celsius and from Celsius to Kelvin. Okay, in both the cases this formula we will have. Okay, so there are two types of formula to convert the temperature. First one is C upon 5 equals to F minus 32 upon 9, and second, if temperature is given in Kelvin, then temperature in degree Celsius plus 273 is used to convert the formula. Okay, so these are the two interconversion of formulas is given. Okay, there are 2-3 examples is given on page number 78 and 79. 2-3 example is given on page number 78 and 79 which are very easy, which is based on this application of formula only. Okay, the numericals of this chapter unit 2 is based on this formula. Application of this formula we will see in numericals. So what you have to do, you have to see those examples, those numericals which is given on page number 78-79. So you will able to understand how to convert. Okay, and if any problem you can contact me. So now what, by this your second unit course is completed, chapter is over now. Okay, explanation part is over. Now what you have to do, you have to do that book exercise and question answer when I will post you within 1-2 days. Okay, so you will complete it, and now syllabus is over. Practice the numerical which I have told you to practice, and if any problem you can contact me. Okay, so now that second unit course is over. Thank you.